the rules. They've been playing it without respawn delay. Just waiting for Dirk to get in this lobby, then we can get things started off. Figure it out yet, Dirk?
Yeah, I'm still trying to fix things.
Still trying to fix things. What had happened, Dirk? Maybe we can help you.
I don't know if you can. I think it's either a problem with my controller or my USB. It's maybe on its last breath, so trying to do my best. I'm going IT tech support on this.
As long as you can get it on in the game, Dirk. No, I'll go to broadcaster mode game 1. We'll see if you can make it in or not. See if they start it up. Otherwise, yeah, did you get it?
My Xbox is on. Just did a hard reset just to make sure if it wasn't my controller like glitching maybe or something. So
hurry, Dirk. They're gonna start it.
You may have to solo cast. We're just
they
waiting.
Don't like you, Dirk. Invited you. Accept that.
Still waiting for it to turn on.
Oh no, Dirk. I don't know how you play the rules wrong. All you have to do is hit start, hit the esports rules options. That boggles my mind. None of the other matches have started. It's 7:27 power round.
Apparently you're getting the blame for all this, so I'm good.
Dirk, I don't care. Fine with me. Even though it's completely your fault, I will take the blame for this.
How long does it take for an Xbox to restart? Okay,
is it almost on yet?
Please.
What screen are you at?
I'm currently at the sign-in screen. Just started invite pop-up. Please controller work. Yes.
All right, accept it. Quick. Tell it to hurry.
It's launching. It's going. Can you even hear me?
Yeah. I can definitely hear you.
Oh, I have my poop mic plugged in.
Now we can't hear you, Dirk.
Now you can hear me.
Yep, join the game.
Alright.
I'm unable to invite you because you are probably connecting. Are you connecting? Now we can't hear you. People at home, I'm just gonna sit here and stare at you. Until I can just put it to some other screen, but I don't know if we can. I've invited Dirk. He just doesn't want to join. Merc's hit me up. You're the worst. I know. Don't know what Dirk's trying to do.
It's still connecting to Xbox Live.
It is?
Yeah, it's on like the screen, the multiplayer screen.
You're killing me, Dirk. You're killing me. I invited you.
Hey,
I'm in broadcaster. If they start it up, I'll just ask you random questions about video games.
Yes, fetching online profile.
Go quick.
It's like, what the
He's in. He's not in broadcaster, but he's in. All right, you're finally in. Now, hopefully, they can start the game. They know they're okay to start the game. I'm actually gonna tweet Merc after this and be like, dude, what took you so long to start? Because I never want to cast a JusTus game ever again.
Wasn't me.
No, it's entirely your fault. I'm going to take a majority of the blame for it, but yeah, it's okay. Captures take the blame for everything, right?
Yeah.
I have the NV versus TCM game. Looks like that's starting right back up. So we can throw it over there up until this JusTus game's ready. And actually, I completely lied to you. We're not going to go over there because this game has started up. It's going to be JusTus going against eLevate. Dirk, we're going to start things off with eLevate. They've been on a roll lately. Definitely want to see if they can keep things going here against JusTus.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to start off this game. I'm just going to go ahead and just pick. I'm going to start off this game with TJ Halley, the young god. That's like when you look from where TJ came from, he's kind of like one of those players who grinded SND, slowly made his way into Variant, and kind of like made his mark. Been a very good player, so been around for quite some time. So we're going to start off this game with him. Solar Hardpoint going to be the first map for you guys. It's eLevate versus JusTus matchup. I was about to say lineup.
Lineup, yeah. Since eLevate has their new lineup, I believe they are undefeated, or they're 5-1, I believe. So I've been playing some great Call of Duty. We'll go on with TJ first, and one of the younger, more exciting players in Call of Duty. Definitely think he has a big future ahead of him in Call of Duty esports. Going to be able to take out Octane over on Catwalk, and you see, going to force the spawns in the back, and that's what they exactly wanted to do here, eLevate off the start.
Yep, TJ gonna go ahead, try to jump on the hill, but gonna be taken out. Let's go ahead and jump on board with Slacked. Gonna run the bow. Slacked, another one of those great players, been around since Black Ops 2, back in those Clayster Ponytail Unite days. If you don't remember those, then you just missed out on a great period of time. But so far, JusTus off to a hot start. Merc gonna be inside the hard point, and now he did say in his video when he was leaving Envy to go to place for JusTus, he is gonna take on an AR role now, so that is great to see. We talked about that. If he can start to get in the swing of the AR role more, we can start to see him maybe break out a little bit.
Yeah, I know Merc was pretty much an OBJ player kind of after leaving Optic Gaming and Black Ops 2, went over to Envy towards the end of the year. You know, him and Ray played a lot of that support role, and then Ghost. That's when Merc really became a full-on OBJ. I think in Advanced Warfare, though, needs to go back to that AR role that suited him best, you know, back at the beginning of Black Ops 2, end of MW3. But select on your screen right now another player like TJ who couldn't compete at COD Champs, but definitely going to be making noise throughout other events this year.
Yeah, definitely. So, game pretty even right now. Slack just still slaying around the hill. Going to be taken out finally by the hands of Merc. That's going to be him taking him out. 3 players down for the eLevate squad. JusTus, it was slayed out. And now, just like that, we see Merc pull out the ASM-1 for this hill. Obviously, it's kind of what you want to do. You can have the AR player kind of sit up there trying to play the anchor role, but you usually see like 2 bows, maybe 2 ASM-1. So, kind of just showing some versatility in a smaller hill, just using that ASM-1 to slay out.
Yeah. No, Merc, he can do both of those things. That's exactly what you want out of a player like Joe. And something of note, just want to talk a little bit about it. Octane has been playing extremely good in the Call of Duty League Season 2 thus far, as he's on your screen right there. Going to be able to pick up 1. But I think the real thing is to see if he can do it at LAN. If he plays the way he's done in Season 2 at LAN, Dirk, I fully expect next season, or maybe even next game at the beginning, for him to be a breakout player. Someone almost like a slasher type from the end of Ghost.
Yeah, definitely. Like you're saying, it really comes down to, you can perform as well as you want online, but the big thing is when you come to LAN to see if you can kind of carry that over. Some players really only are good online. Then when they get to LAN, kind of choke it up a little bit, and that's where you get like the online gods, the warriors, stuff like that. So, I mean, like you said, very important to try to carry that over. So we'll maybe see at the next LAN, see what he's able to come out with. But your whole kill feed right now is going to be eLevate Classic inside of the hill, picking up this last 10 seconds. Now, if you look at the map, the rotation's going to be all in favor of this JusTus squad. If they can pick up these kills here, it'll be huge. But Slack taking out Study, and that is exactly what you want to see.
Yeah, I was on board with Temp, who ended up putting together a 7 streak. Did a very nice job, I know, clearing out the left side of that garage hardpoint. But as you said, it's going to be JusTus off the start with control of the hill. It's going to be Sender, who's going to be the lead slayer for this team thus far, 11 and 10. He's going to need to rotate back towards the hill, and I do not like the route that he's taking. He got a little bit lucky. His teammates won those gunfights, but to rotate back towards the middle of the map, that's pretty difficult to do.
It definitely is. Excellent job slaying out by them. Forced all those eLevate players to spawn over in that last hardpoint area. So Merc going to be alone by himself on this dirt road side, is going to be taken out. So excellent job there by this eLevate squad, able to break that hill. Temp is going to be in the hill. Now Temp is a player that I haven't really heard of much. So do you have any background on this guy and how he is as a player?
Nope, not really. Not a lot of backup on Temp, and I think we talked a little bit about it on the ESR. It's if he comes and plays like he does online at LAN events, this eLevate team is going to be very tough to beat, because they're extremely tough to beat currently right now online. I mean, and we've seen TJ have good success on LAN. We've seen the same out of Classic and Slack. It's just Temp, the only one we don't know about right now. If he can put up the numbers that he's putting up online at LAN, it's going to be dangerous for other teams.
I remember Classic was sort of in a position that Temp is right now as well. I remember when, I think it was Replays kind of brought Classic in, nobody really knew who he was. Everyone was just kind of sitting there like, I wonder how he's going to do. But Classic performed well from what I remember from like his first few LAN events when he first got his breakout. So yeah, I mean, Temp in that position, if he can play well, it's going to be great. But this neck and neck game right now, 5 minutes, 25 seconds left, 30 seconds left on this last hill before we do rotate back into that middle, I'm going to call it pond area of a Sender. Going to be the player inside of the hill for this squad, just laying it down. That's really what you want to see from an OBJ-like player. Like you said, kind of a slayer as well, but whenever you're in the hill, you just kind of want to have the people slaying around it, but you just kind of want to have that person who's just going to sit their happy little butt in the hill and not move. Yeah,
that's exactly what you want out of one of your players. One of them just kind of be selfless, not move in the hill. And Study picks up a nice 2-piece with those grenades, going to drop down. It's going to be actually JusTus in the lead at the end of this second, hard points. They're going to go into the second hard points with a lead. It's going to be TJ on your screen. You're going to be trying to take control of the set back, but Octane and Cinder both doing a very nice job, but we're going to go on board with Octane. 22 and 15 thus far. And the guy is always in perfect position with his bow, almost able to take out 3 players right there. He's going to drop, though. TJ is going to pick up 2. Gain control for this eLevate team, but eLevate not any control because of the bow of Octane.
It's really what you want to do if you're JusTus. I mean, like you were saying, Octane playing great so far in the Pro League season, getting a nice 2-piece right there. But if you're JusTus, what you want to do is just try to fight your way through to get Octane those power positions. And we saw him sitting atop Solar, able to pick up a nice few kills and then forcing the other team to spawn. But 26 and 17 right now for Octane, doing an excellent job.
Yep, and we'll go on board with Octane again. You always feel like he's in the proper position, plays the game a little bit slower, like a Clayster, but always in the right position to make a play. We never see him out of position, always picking up fairly easy kills, and just a fabulous job of it. Going to be very interesting to see how he performs at LAN. I think he'll be okay. Doesn't play a play style that you see. Some players, they are able to abuse their connection. Don't think he plays like that. I think he'll be fine. But really, for eLevate here in the second half, you're going to need more slaying out of Slack. Slack 13 and 21. Least amount of kills in the lobby right now. Going to need for him to really pick it up in the second half. And that's usually something we don't see. Slack the one really slacking for this eLevate lineup. That was, for use, lack of a better word right there.
Yeah, nice wordplay there. I liked it. But like you said, Octane, kind of that player in the positions at the right times, really taking on the anchor role for this JusTus squad. He's really been the one to hold down. Switching over to the ASM1 right now. Gonna go ahead and jump on board. Let's see, one of the players that's gonna be spawning up at that back area. We're gonna go ahead and jump on board with Octane, even though we just did show him some love. Gonna be rocking the ASM1. Smart play by him, just kind of sitting out over in this anchor area in this back dirt lot. Gonna try to get up and close in someone's face to try to make sure his teammates can get that support to hold down those spawns. Somebody be coming right from his right, gonna use his excellent movements to evade those shots. Gonna get tagged up, and now the flood of these eLevate players are coming in.
Yeah, Octane has no idea where that other player is. He's gonna take him out. Temp on the hill for eLevate. He's gonna just be playing with the bow from there. One player flooding from the right. It's gonna be Merc for JusTus, able to pick up 2. Slack's gonna come in though. He should be able to get control of the hill, and eLevate has made a very nice comeback here, starting at that second hill. Tons of nades coming down from the JusTus lineup. Cinder's got a big gunfight to win there against Classic. Not able to win that. You see Classic pushing out that right-hand side. Those are 2 huge kills. Make it 3 huge kills for Classic.
Nice 3-piece there by them, and the absolute slaying from this eLevate squad. 30 kills for Temp. 30 for Classic now, as he just does take out Study, and then TJ sitting at 28. So excellent slaying. That's really what we've seen. Really not first on their rotations for the most part, but they've been able to break the hills very well. And obviously, we've seen that from Optic Gaming even before they had Karma. They were able to not get the rotations on point every time, but their slaying power is so good, able to charge through the hills and break them, then really hold it down. It's what we've seen from the eLevate squad very much. Not a whole lot of rotations come from them, but the slaying power has been excellent.
Yep, the slaying power has been great. Been very slow on their rotations. Definitely cool you noted that out. Every time up until this top hill, they've been behind on their rotations. Let JusTus take the hill first, and eLevate just been doing a nice job of just strong-arming the front of the hill. That's really been Slack and TJ's jobs. They've been really just chosen to just put tons of pressure on the hill. TJ 33 and 27 with 9 caps, having a very nice game. Slack struggling a little bit, but 10 caps to his name, doing a nice job though, just forcing engagements around the hill.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, those 10 caps are going to be huge for his squad, even though he's 22, 27. Like you said, we'll never see Slack slacking very much. Going to take your wordplay there just for the time being. But you never see him slack very much, but the 10 kills kind of makes up for it. Kind of equals out the KD if you want to look at it like that way. But Temp, 34 kills to his name. But the game is still winnable if Envy can jump. Not Envy. I keep on looking at Mercs and I see Envy. If JusTus can try to make the comeback in this one, but they're going to need all this time in here. Let's go ahead and jump on board with the first side of the hill. It's going to be Merc just like that. He's going to be taking out TJ. Takes over the hill.
Yep, and TJ's going to push this all the way back to Garage. Going to have 1 player in front of him. Merc's going to be able to win that gunfight, but you see 2 players drop for JusTus, and that one should be it. It's actually going to be mathematically impossible. It's going to be eLevate winning this first map, and you see why they're such a good, talented roster. They play the right way. They're able to win their important gunfights. But on the flip side, for JusTus, they're really struggling right now. Playing with Sender tonight instead of TCM. Very interesting, as they also made another roster move, trading Felony for Colchan today.
Yeah, so I mean, just playing with a sub in this one. So obviously, you just want to see the entire roster. TCM, excellent player, but Sender just as well, probably as equal, just as great as TCM, I would think in my mind. So but just maybe the chemistry's not all there. Obviously, they're going to be scrimming with their starters, not really going to scrim with the player who's going to be sitting on the bench. But to that, 210 to 167 in favor of eLevate. Pretty good game there. It was really close at one point for like the most part. Actually, at the start of the game, it's very, very close, but it's kind of got away from JusTus. They had a lead at the start, but then it was just able to eLevate, able to outslay, hold down those hills longer, and that's what you need to do in hardpoint.
Octane bringing it for JusTus, 37 and 32, the only one to go positive. On the flip side for eLevate, you had TJ 39 and 32, Classic 40 and 31, and then you had Temp 39 and 29, highest KD in the lobby, 1.34, just doing a nice job playing a little bit slower with that AR. But when he comes back from this quick commercial break, we're gonna have game number 2 between eLevate and JusTus. Stay tuned.